लखवारी हाथ छोड़ दे, लखवारी दिल ये तोड़ दे, छोड़ के मैं तुझे ना जाऊंगा कहीं। हक तुझे है ये इश्क में, मुझसे नजर चाहे मोड़ ले, मेरी आंखों को तो ये हक मिला नहीं। एक तू ही तो है तेरे जैसा यहाँ, बाकी सारा जहां खामखा है। मतलब तेरी यारी से क्या लेना दुनियादारी से, तू बन मेरी हीर मैं बनूं तेरा रांझना।
For all film-related interviews, reviews, and content, please like and subscribe to Puja Talwar. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram.
Hello, क्या हाल चाल है? How's the leg?
The leg is fine now. अभी ठीक हो गया almost.
वो usually कहते हैं ना, go break a leg. आपने सच में seriously ले लिया यार.
हाँ, मुझे लगता है वो कोट मेरे लिए ही बना था.
But coming to what you've recently done, I am not going to speak about your films, Abhi. The song, it's my ultimate favorite song. I will not tell you how old I was when Rocky came out, but मजा आ गया यार सुन के.
Thank you so much. मेरे लिए तो बहुत hectic phase था when I was making it. Actually, this song was first created by me, you know, for the Dutt biopic. It was supposed to be. It was supposed to be part of the film, but somewhere anyway the film turned out to be very very long, and you know biopics hoti lambi and usme they wanted to cut out most of the romantic portions. So kahin na kahin the song didn't make its place, but I remember I had played it to Sanjay sir, and he had really loved it. He was like, this is such a new take on the song.
No, totally, and it would have been nice to see Ranbir यार वो पीछे चल रहा है क्या यही प्यार है. But I like what you've done.
But I think even what both Sunny and Nusrat have done, it brings the simplicity to the song which is needed.
Absolutely, and ये गाना and Burman da यार. I mean, I think he was just a legend, icon, who sadly was not given his due then. It's now जब वो चले गए हैं तो R.D. Burman जैसा कोई नहीं.
पर आई थिंक पूरी दुनिया के साथ यही होता है, सब चले जाते तभी याद करते सब.
But I also feel, you know, I think maybe you might also agree, जब भी कोई musician कुछ different करना चाहता है, he's always dissed by the purists.
Yeah.
Years later, then you say, क्या कमाल कर गया ये?
हाँ. Actually stems from the space कि you know music को दो चीजों में दुनिया ने you know एक तरीके से बांट दिया है, classical and you know contemporary and modern music. So modern music is offensive per se to you know classical and western classical music में तो और लोग serious है इसके बारे में कि you know कि why do music this way when it was meant to be this way. But I feel music is meant to be anyway, as long as it touches your heart, it's good music.
Absolutely, and I'm not kidding you. I mean, Lata ji was like, I mean, we all had memories. Like, I think Dadi, Nani, great grandmother too. Now everyone has a Lata ji connection. I was listening to her songs, you know, and it's here the 80s. 80s में तो कितना हम लोग गानों को लेके बोलते थे कि बर्बाद कर दिया म्यूजिक को. But listening to her, Kishore, Rafi Saab, it's still timeless, yeah. And you can remix it as long as you don't tamper with the basic thing. It's still like, and it's just something you can keep humming along.
I think every era has had its great music and its bad music. So you know, just हम लोग young generation को ज़्यादा blame करते हैं कि इन लोग सिर्फ remix कर रहे हैं. And यानी एक हद तक you know मैं भी इससे दूर ही रहता हूँ. You know, not to remix every other song. I just did 2 originals, one in Radhesham, one in Bachchan Pandey, and then this came out, which is almost a 4-year-old recreation of mine. You know, I'd done it about 3-4 years ago. So उस टाइम पे भी मैंने यानी बहुत स्पेसिफिकली यानी रिस्क ही है टू इवन टच एंड रीटच एन आर डी बर्मन सॉन्ग, बट मैंने बहुत दिल से सोच समझ के यानी चुना कि मैं ये वाला करूंगा. Yeah, now next, I don't know when it will be coming or how it will be coming, but I also did Bappi Das Pyar Kabhi Kam Nahi Karna. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so that also very artistically, very heartfelt and a tribute form. And I was lucky enough to play that to Bappi Da, you know,
Wow.
before he passed on. So last year I played it to him also. So मेरा तरीका थोड़ा अलग है recreation करने का. You know, I keep if you see even in this one there is the hook is like the original, and
जी.
everything else from the mukhra to the antra to the new lyrics, everything is new. So it's
Absolutely.
more like a 2022 version of Kya Hai Yehi Pyaar Hai.
Totally. And whether it's, you know, Bapida and R.D. Burman साहब, जब उन्होंने नया कुछ दिया तो बोला कि क्या कर रहे हो, अब सब वो सुनना चाह रहे हैं. So I
अब
mean,
सब बोलते हैं
long live
disco king.
Disco King. And Bapida had his own share, yeah. जब वो आए थे disco dancer and that याद आ रहा है तेरा प्यार, इतना
Yeah.
सुनने को मिला था उनको बेचारों को. So it's anyways, I mean, I liked it personally, and I actually personally don't mind remixes at times as long as that's well done. और कितने remix आ चुके हैं. But now coming to Bachchan, Pandey, Radhe Shyam, एक बात बता, जब originals create करते हो
जी.
for a film versus originals that you create for yourself and you're creating for someone else, what is it like for you? Is it easier or is it tougher?
Obviously, actor and all, you know, people ask me this a lot of times, ki, does the actor define it or does the
Yeah.
director define it? काफी
जी.
factors hai. But kahin na kahin, when I do an original, it's always going to have the stamp of, you know, my soul and my vibe also. You know, kahin na kahin, you can hear a song and say ki, ha, Amal ne, it sounds like Amaal Malik's song. So
Yeah.
that is something I'm proud of. I want to keep that in all of my music. Obviously,
जी.
without sounding too similar. But somewhere, both the films needed very larger than life love songs. And the picturizations of both Radhe Shyam and Bachchan Pandey's love songs were really, one was set in Europe, one is set in Rajasthan. And choice of instruments, many things went, you know, I think both these songs were recorded in the most difficult phases during the lockdown, and just very in a very tough time where you couldn't, you know, even hire the studios. It was very difficult to call players and record and do songs. So almost 2-3 साल के अंदर ये गाने बनते बनते improve होते होते अब तक आए. So I feel really happy that, you know, that they have turned out as I wanted them to. And the process was obviously very simple, you know, following my director's briefs. Both Farhad sir and Radha Krishna Kumar both knew how they wanted to, you know, visualize and picturize the song. And then some, obviously a little bit of pressure is always going to be there if you're working for Akshay Kumar or Prabhas, you know, to wo hoga ya na. It's my third film with Akshay sir. So, you know, Bell Bottom, I did good music. Then I'd done Airlift with Sochna Sake. So people and fans also, you know, expect a lot. And plus we have Arijit, Shreya, me, Kumar. So a lot of expectations. So, you know, we're just 10 days the release. It's been 10 days since the song is released, and it's flying. Yani, Heer Raanjhana has come as the last song from Bachchan Pandey, but it's made its way to the Times Square Billboard. It's winning hearts.
Yeah.
People are loving it. And I would just say for both the songs, I would firstly like to thank, more than anyone, I would like to thank my lyric writers, Kumar, who wrote Heer Raanjhana, and Rashmi Virag, who did Jaan Hai Meri. Kyunki ye baatein and these words is what I believe is going to make both the songs, you know, be heard forever and be immortal maybe.
I totally agree. The words also that count, and also please don't undermine your own contribution and talent to it. Yeah, come on. So, you know, but uske saath, as you said, Europe to Rajasthan, and बीच में आपने Italy में भी थोड़ा सा कर लिया. Amor. So what was that like?
So this was something me and Matteo, who's from Italy, he's Andre Bocelli, the legend's son, and very, very talented, very, I would say, heartfelt singing hai uski bhi. He's very, very, the first time I met him was abhi recently when he just came down to shoot the song and all. So this collaboration was, out of the blue. I think I was finishing the Dua Lipa thing with both Sukriti and Prakriti, and we released that remix, which went really really big in India. And after that, we never planned it, but it was Universal Music India that told me, we're planning to do something of a, we can say, mixing of two cultures and bringing Italy and India together. And he's also part of Capitol Records, which is under the UMG group. So they wanted to see someone who could do soulful music. And India is a very very big place now, a lot of listeners, a lot of audience throughout the world. So I think Matteo wanted to work and collaborate with Indian artists, and that's when everything got together, and they heard some of my work, and we did 4-5 songs. We did some dance tracks, we did some different other contemporary vibes, but he and his team were really sure they wanted to do something which was Indian at heart also, and simple enough to be, you could write English to it and write Italian verses to it. So it has, the song is called Miss You Amore, and it's got a stanza in English and a stanza in Hindi. The first time I've also done a song like that, and it's really pure. I would say it's in terms of scale, in terms of grandness, in terms of honesty and musicality, it's on par with even a Jaane Meri and a Heer Raanjhana. It's in that space.
Awesome. And also एक आपके भाई से रीसेंट की बात की थी, उन्होंने फाइनली मेरे को अमाल ने गाने में लड़की दे दी. वो मेरे को हमेशा कभी नहीं मेरा रोमांस फुलफिल होने देता. ऐसा क्यों है मेरा भाई, ऐसा क्यों है?
अभी कौन से गाने में मैंने उसकी लड़की छीन ली है? मैंने कहाँ छीना है? मेरे को लगता है कि मेरे को ना लाइफ में ये उसके फैंस हमेशा याद रखेंगे कि ऑलमोस्ट अरमान को प्यार मिल जाता है हर गाने में, ऑलमोस्ट.
हाँ, वहां तक फिर बेचारा के साथ देखो. I mean, चलो next time अब करना, where he gets the girl.
Yeah, now the next song we're doing together, I think मेरे तरफ से तो मैंने कहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं लिखा है, ना कंपोज किया जहां बिछड़ना दिखा भी सकते हैं. So he can't blame me. Now it's up to him and the director. If they do a single, they have to just follow the lyrics, because the lyrics are all about happy love.
True. और जैसे आपसे हमेशा बात होती है तो आपके फैंस ना इतने सारे मुझे पत्र भेजते हैं. हाँ, so I think I should just ask them to send me notebooks now जिसमें मैं सवाल लिख पाऊँ. हाँ, so but पहला मेरा सवाल, you also complete 8 years in the industry, closer to a decade, yeah.
Yes,
and it's
unbelievable.
Unbelievable, and also, I mean, you yourself have said it's not been a smooth ride for you at all. There have been times when you've questioned yourself, but then put yourself forward. Now, when you look back, how does it feel, Amaal? I mean, what would you want to tell Amaal 8 years ago, who was struggling to find his feet around, to the Amaal who's now sitting here and says, I think I managed to find my way around?
I think I should just be thankful and grateful that, obviously there was, 24-year-old me, and now me turning 32 is different. It feels completely different. Feels like another era where I was doing Suraj Dubai, and today I'm doing Heer Raanjhana or Yehi Pyaar Hai and all these songs. I think I've come of age as a musician also, and come of age as a human being also, which is important. And I think I wouldn't change much about myself. I'm really happy that even when I was younger, I have stood for things. I have said things which maybe many people of my age or my industry and, or my experience at that time wouldn't say. And I was 2-3 years into the scene, and where I've called out certain things about music or like awards. And I think I've learned how to now articulate my words better, you can say. But at that time, I was all guns blazing. I would just go out and say. Today, I still say those things, but I just say it in a more simple way, where निशाना चुके भी नहीं और बात समझ में भी आ जाए सबको.
But you do realize when you did raise your voice, it actually let others also who had kept it within to articulate it. So
completely, I think many artists from within the scene have, I'll not name them, but they have personally called me and told me that, that before you even spoke, these were feelings that we felt for 10, 15 years. And there have been, even there was a time when I was doing my first 3-4 songs and I would see that credits भी नहीं सही से दिए जाते थे हमें, in terms of यानी end credits ठीक है फिल्म में, यानी मैं इंडस्ट्री से हूँ या मुझे टेक्निकल चीजों को जानने का शौक है, तो मैं शायद एंड क्रेडिट्स तक रुक के एंड क्रेडिट्स देखता हूँ. बट कितने हैं जो शायद एंड क्रेडिट्स देखते ही नहीं, यानी उनके सिर्फ फैमिलीज देखती है. उनके लिए भी अंडर यूट्यूब or maybe somewhere just somewhere give them the credit, and I speak on behalf of not just musicians. I speak about lightmen and cameramen and all these things. Kafi saal pehle even a DOP wouldn't get a front credit or a single slate back many years ago. And now we see these things improving. Now we see a lot of things, not just mentioning actors ki comic role mein hi hai, supporting cast hai, those things are changing. Even in music, I remember there used to be, when I used to assist other composers, there used to be only a 3-line credit: music, singer, lyrics and label. And uske aage kisne guitar bajaya hai, kisne harmonium bajaya, who played dholaks. You will never see a single song of mine like that where you miss these names. There are at least 20 names. So these things, I think, were really important, to stand for. And at least, if not for my generation, maybe the next generation that's coming in as composers or singers, they can do the right thing. I don't expect many from my generation to follow me. And many have not. But I think it's the best way forward to give everyone credit, because एक गाना एक इंसान से या एक फिल्म एक इंसान से कभी नहीं बनती है. I think lot of people.
I totally get that. चलो fans के questions लेती हूँ. और सुप्रिया जा, I'm sorry if I haven't got your name right. She wants to know, आप इतना multitask करते हो, अपना time पे बनाने सकते हो?
बहुत कम सोता हूँ, यानी 3-4 घंटे सोता हूँ. बट दिन में मैं 20 मिनट बीच में कहीं सो पाऊँ तो सो जाता हूँ. But I love working. I love making my music. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking of some musical interlude or some notes or some rhythms. तो चलते रहता है.
तो GT ने पूछा है, Amaal Armaan with BTS and EXO कब होगा? And by the way, I must tell you, I interviewed a Korean singer called Juni, and he asked me, मैं इंडिया में किसको सुनूं? I mentioned you, both brothers. ऐसे इनको सुन ले. Yeah. So मैंने Juni को ये बोला कि Juni has also worked with Sky and all that. अब हम पूछना चाहते हैं, आप लोग कब कोलैबोरेशन कर रहे हो? या हर टाइम सवाल आता है.
I think Armaan और मैं, Armaan is already worked with an artist. He did some collab with Kashmir and even what's his name, Eric Nam. So I think it's my turn now. From Italy, I'll go to Korea next. Let's see what we can collaborate with.
So Swagata Paul has said, when they collaborate, what would be your contribution in that?
When BTS, me and Armaan. Wow,
Armaan और EXO क्या होगा? आप कैसे करोगे?
I think मैं म्यूजिक प्रोड्यूस करूंगा या एक वर्स कंपोज तो करूंगा ही, नहीं तो फिर मेरे रहने का क्या फायदा? Then I'll not be in just the video. I would love to, I love, मेरा सबसे ज्यादा I don't give importance to just being in the video. I like creating the music, because I would love to produce and create the song.
जी. और खादिजा ने पूछा है कि अमाल अरमान एंड अरिजीत एंड एसआर के साथ कब होगा? उनके पिक्चर के लिए कब होगा?
ये मेरे को सब पूछते हैं कि when will you make a song for Shahrukh Khan, and one song we want Armaan to sing, one song we want Arijit to sing. तो ऐसे, यानी ये अब मैं कैसे सवाल का जवाब दूं? अभी ये एक ऐसी चीज है जो मेरे लिए भी एक ड्रीम है. I have also been a very die-hard SRK fan since childhood. And even when I've met him, I've told him, I said, now or whenever in life, I hope at least one song happens. Now, obviously, the best singer will win. जो दोनों में से best गाएगा वो गाना, मैं उसको ही दूंगा वो गाना. But मेरे लिए भी dream है ये. And I hope very soon, God willing, I should be making a good heartfelt song for SRK too.
Let's manifest that right here for you. And फिर एक और सवाल आपके लिए आया है. If you would, सुहाना ने पूछा, if you were to spend a day with a celebrity, who would you choose?
I don't know if they would know, but I would love to spend a day with Hans Zimmer. That is the man
I
really admire, and he is, for me, he's a celebrity. People take him as just a musician, but Hans Zimmer, like I want to learn everything that goes on in his mind.
Man, such में what a master he is, yeah, and a genius. I mean, honestly, totally. खादिजा ने यही पूछा आपसे कि जब ये क्या यही प्यार है, when you were recreating it, what was the biggest challenge you faced?
कि कौन सी मेलोडी रखे नहीं रखे, कौन से लिरिक्स रखे नहीं रखे. आई थिंक हर दिन I think I grew a few white strands of hair because of this song, and even Virag sir has lost some of his hair because of this song. Because stepping into Anand Bakshi's shoes as a lyricist and R.D. Burman, it's obviously आज नाम साथ में देखते तो it feels like wow, like we're sharing credits with these legends. But बहुत tough part था to make like how the original had पहले da na 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 ta na 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 na, इसके जवाब में to make मैं तेरी हर बात में हाँ मैं हाँ मिलाता हूँ, तू जहाँ भी जाती है मैं वहीं पे आता हूँ. एंड जो म्यूजिशियंस है मैं उन लोग को यानी दे मस्ट हैव ऑलरेडी फिगर्ड इट. द ओरिजिनल सॉन्ग क्या यही प्यार है इज इन द टाइम सिग्नेचर ऑफ 4/4, which is क्या यही प्यार है. And this one is in waltz. I have changed the whole time signature. It is क्या यही प्यार है. So it's completely, the rhythm is changed. So इसलिए गाना भी नया लगता है. But I have worked very hard in joining the चलता ही रहता तेरी ओर ये दिल एक पल ठहरता रन दन 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 दन. So it's a very waltz orchestral rock approach. So that was, मैं हमेशा मेरे दोस्तों को भी पूछता था, I used to ask Armaan, Dad, I said what will people react like, ये same गाना तो लग रहा नहीं है, सिर्फ hook same लग रहा है. So they were like, good, it's a new reimagined version of the song. So maybe I was sure कि ये song या तो बहुत पसंद करेंगे लोग या तो बहुत गाली पड़ेगी. तो मैं खुश हूँ कि पसंद करते हैं.
हाँ, top 20 में है. But it's just amazing. Yeah, you're gifted. Do you know that how gifted you are?
Thank you. I think it's all the blessings of Sardar Malik. That's it.
No, honestly, it's gifted. Yes, of course, grandfather's blessings. But honestly, मेरे पास एक musical note नहीं है, मगर music बहुत पसंद करती हूँ. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? And I don't have a musical bone in me. But yeah, एक गाना गा लेती जिंदगी में तो कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँच जाती. So you mentioned भैया and पापा. तो सिद्धिका ने पूछा है the 3 Malik boys, including handsome Malik, Armaan Malik and Amaal Malik, कब कर रहे हैं एक वीडियो, and to be produced by पापा Malik.
पापा मलिक तो डायरेक्ट भी करेंगे, प्रोड्यूस भी करेंगे. अब साथ में पापा के लेबल भी है MWM, तो आई डोंट थिंक देरी करनी चाहिए. बट डेट्स, हमारे हैंडसम के डेट्स मम्मी से लेने पड़ेंगे क्योंकि वो मम्मी का बेटा. अब she will charge by the hour for her little puppy. हम लोग से पैसे लिए जाएंगे उसको लॉन्च करने.
आपको लग रहा है ना?
But we are planning. We want him to be in one of our videos. A lot of young kids request him to also be in the video.
वो पॉपुलैरिटी चार्ट्स में ना आप लोगों को से बहुत आगे चला गया वैसे.
बिल्कुल. वो हमारे गाने स्वाइप अप करता है तो उससे ज्यादा ट्रैक्शन आती है, हमने देखा है.
And now Nida has asked, like concerts. I know it's been a while, but online you've been having your own jam sessions. Where do you see the concerts कब तक आ जाएंगे? I'm sure you're missing that also.
I think slowly and steadily we are trying to do. I just did one in Guwahati. There's one that happened in Goa. So things are happening, but ऐसे नहीं कि यानी हर हफ्ते जैसे हो रहे थे during the peak season and all. वैसा नहीं. Weddings भी I think number of people भी थोड़े कम हो चुके हैं. In they're not 1,000 people or 500 people. Big fat Indian wedding बहुत कम है अभी. And people are opting for, obviously, there's no point calling an artist of whatever worth of expenditure or money, and it costs a lot to get gear and their teams and everything, and then they don't even get to perform more than 45 minutes. Then I think even as people who are fans of those artists, they also feel let down, and the artist also feels कि अरे यार मैं तो 1.5-2 घंटे का शो करने आया था, and this is not, that doesn't make the artist also happy. So everyone's trying their best. I think colleges थोड़े शुरू हुए. I've performed there also. So धीरे धीरे वो सब शुरू तो इंडिया में I think we'll be back in just about 3-4 months hopefully. If not, another variant comes and makes a third wave happen or whatever.
नहीं हम गाने गाओ वेरिएंट को दूर करो. अच्छा, और दर्शल रावल फिर से बहुत लोग पूछ रहे हैं. कुमकुम ने पूछा दर्शल रावल के साथ पर
हम लोग ने एक गाना साथ में रिकॉर्ड किया है, बट दोनों आर्टिस्ट यानी बहुत ही अच्छा काम इंडिविजुअली कर चुके हैं. You know, Darshan is also very, very good musician, very good singer, and we don't want to release ऐसे, you know, so fans समझ रहे कि हम लोग ने बना दिया और हम दे रहे नहीं उन्हें गाना. Actually, ये है कि we have recorded one song. We are going to be working on 2, 3, 4 maybe more songs, and then find one best. क्योंकि you know, when artists like him and me are coming together for the first time, it has to be really, really special. क्योंकि expectations बहुत होने वाली है. So I don't want to let down any of our fan clubs. तो रुक जाओ थोड़ा, हम लोग कर रहे काम. 3-4 गानों में से best we will get very soon.
और जाते जाते any message for the Armanians में ही घूम जाती हूँ.
Armalians सभी I think हम लोग, मेरे और अरमान के फैंस काफी वेन डायग्राम जैसे एक दूसरे में मिक्स्ड है. हम लोग तो Armalians and Amalians जितने भी है, मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि you know, a big hug from my side for, you know, waiting for me to do my music properly and waiting for me to deliver my best. यानी बहुत बार मैंने over the last 2 years, क्योंकि मैंने you know, फिल्म्स आ रही थी और रुक जा रही थी, आते आते एल्बम रुक जाती थी. साइना के साथ भी it took like 3-4 years for the album to come through.
जी.
And I would say that whatever the fate of the films that I've done over all these 8 years, they've never managed to affect my music and the growth and the success. And I think I owe it to my fans, because they don't care मेरे गाने में कौन है, मेरे गाने में किसने गाया है, क्या हो रहा है. अमल का गाना है, बस हमें इसको सुनना है, and we want to make it the biggest. So, and मेरी इधर से भी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है कि मैं इसलिए, because you all love me so much and listen to my work so much, कि मैं भी बेस्ट से बेस्ट गाने लाऊं, because I want you all to have the best playlist always.
That you are giving us anyways, and जाते जाते which is the song playing on your head, in your head now?
My song only is playing, but यानी इसका मुझे यानी बहुत request आ रहा है to sing one version, because I've never sung it anywhere. So let me sing it here right now, so that इन लोग खुश हो जाए इस इंटरव्यू के.
Totally.
क्योंकि बहुत डांट पड़ी है मुझे कि आपने इस गाने का रील नहीं बनाया, ये नहीं किया. अब उन्हें कैसे समझाओ कि मैं अभी मैंने गाना डिलीवर किया है. I cannot immediately start shooting one reel and all that. You know, कहीं ना कहीं my fans feel I am a superhuman.
That you are?
Almost. Okay, let's go. मैं काम करता हूँ, मैं दोनों गाने मैशअप कर देता हूँ. खुश, दोनों के फैंस अलग अलग है. लखवारी हाथ छोड़ दे, लखवारी दिल ये तोड़ दे, छोड़ के मैं तुझे ना जाऊंगा कहीं. हक तुझे है ये इश्क में, मुझसे नजर चाहे मोड़ ले. मेरी आंखों को तो ये हक मिला नहीं, एक तू ही तो है तेरे जैसा यहाँ, बाकी सारा जहां खामखा है. मतलब तेरी यारी से क्या लेना दुनियादारी से. तू बन मेरी हीर, मैं बनूं तेरा रांझना. लबों पे नाम है तेरा, हाँ दिल में याद है तेरी. तू मेरा ना हुआ तो क्या, तू फिर भी जान है मेरी.
Yeah, thank you so much. More power to you, yeah, Amaal, and lovely chatting with you.
Thank you. Always have a great time with you. Thank you.
I know, so do I. Thank you so much.
See you.
Bye. Bye. Take care. Bye.
If you've liked this interview, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram.